We welcome you to Los Angeles. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Shohei Ohtani.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
All right, ready to get underway. So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Kicks and fires. Fouled off. He was late. Kicks and deals. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. There's a strike. Ohtani, multi-time All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Flares it into the outfield. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
2 outs, base is empty. Ian Happ up to hit. The Happ Daddy. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Just off the inside edge.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This to center field, under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And our pitcher in this game, Justin Steele. What do we need to know here?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boo. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Mookie Betts. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And a swing and a miss there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
There's a strike to Mookie. And Mookie takes. Turns and fires to Betts. That misses. Full count now.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
3-2 on the way. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Runner at first with no outs here. Slider misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
There's a strike at the knees. 1-2. And another ball. Now a fly ball to right center. Bellinger sizing it up. Bellinger pulls that one down.
Batting third, the catcher.
Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Will Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. Betts leads off first with one away. That's outside. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
And now it's Max Muncy. Big time power. That one missed.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
The lefty ready and a 1-1.
No bets off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One left for LA, scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. The pitch. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. Now the 0-1. And that's outside. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first, and they get the out. That was an impressive diving stop. Singing, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast, the symbol.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
Dansby Swanson stands in. That misses. And that's ball one. No score here in the second. Bounce to the right. Lux throws to first, and Swanson is set down.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Christopher Morel stands in now and watches strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering upstairs.
1-0.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. And here it comes. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is out of here. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. This one's got a chance. That one hops against the fence. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Comes Chris Taylor. Base hit and a run comes in.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Breaking ball inside. Ball one. Nobody out. Runner at first. And he swings through that one. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Checks over to first, back safely. The pitch.
That's ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Oh, the throw is wild. Swing and a ball popped up. Settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Gavin.
And now it's Gavin Lux. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2-0 the count. Here it comes.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Sliced hard but foul. Left-hand hitter waits. And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie now. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Ooh, this batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
And there's the strike. Taylor over at second. Lux over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball still 0-2. Here comes a pitch. That one ran inside, almost got him. The punch out there, 2 away now. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Fastball for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him, Yan Gomes. Ohtani back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
In the air, out towards left center. Out, makes the grab. 1 down. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Busch goes 6'1", 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. The Cubs trailing by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Nick Madrigal. Wouldn't chase that time. Up and in. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Righty to the plate. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Cubs are down in order, and they're down 2-0. Bottom of the inning, and now here is Will Smith. The wind of the pitch. 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And now the lefty got it by him for the K.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Muncy, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. He swings and fouls one off.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
The center field.
2 outs, base is empty. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. That one lifted to left. Happ makes the play, and that is that. Start of the 4th. Here's Nico Hoerner.
The second baseman.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Slice the other way and foul. The 1-1. That one fouled off. Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Suzuki batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. The Cubbies still looking for their first hit in this one. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Ball 1 there. That's off the mark. It's 2-2. The pitch spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The Cubs down by a pair, top half of inning number 4. Liner, and that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner, makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
1 out, runner at second. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Happ, a switch hitter. It can be challenging for guys at the big league level to maintain a good swing from both sides of the plate. Clearly, he's got more power from the left side, but in 2022, the right side was respectable as well.
That one's in there. 0-2. Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And that skips into there.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Grounded out his first time. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Suzuki at second with 2 down. And he takes a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. One left for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here in L.A., bottom four, leading off, Teoscar Hernandez. The lefty fires. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Horner makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Chris Taylor.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And ball one. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
All over that one right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Now snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Now this is in the air down the line. And that is a foul ball.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Got him swinging.
Now
Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He reached on a walk his first time. High fly ball out to center field. Bellinger makes the grab, and that is that. So the Dodgers leave one. They're up 2-0. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. And the pitch. In the air, left field. Hernandez hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Christopher Morel, the next to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. There's a strike. Off the mark there. 1-1.
1-1.
The Dodgers leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's a base hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
One gone runner at first. Now it's Yan Gomes. Grounder might be 2. There's one.
Out.
And that's 2. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5. Mookie Betts. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1. Ball,
Outside, and it's 1-1. The wind and the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball. 2-1.
Pulls that one foul. The 2-2 on the way. Good job to fight that one off. And a pitch. And another ball. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now it's going to be Freddie Freeman. Outside low. And that is ball one. And a good eye there.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And there's a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And up to the plate is Will Smith, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Mookie on the move. And a foul ball. Betts, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Just misses with that one. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here comes Max Muncy. And that's in there for strike 1. Two outs. Fastball for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. The pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. They get the out on Muncy. And that ends the inning. 1 left for LA, but they hold the 2-0 lead. here at Dodger Stadium. Now here is Michael Busch. The right-hander back to work. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Down the line, Hernandez ranging after it. Corrals it. One up, one down.
The third baseman, number 1.
Nick Madrigal, the next Cub to hit.
Madrigal.
Just missed. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's downstairs and outside. One down, base is empty. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 2-2. That's down and in. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Lux makes the grab, 2 down.
Now the second baseman, Nico.
So the batting order turns over, and next for the Cubs, Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the 6th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Steele back to work. Outman goes 6 feet 3 inches, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. And they'll do it again. And he deals.
2-2 now.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and that rolls into the corner. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Man at second with 1 away. Chris Taylor down. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And that's outside. 2-1. Swinging a foul straight back.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Out to short. Zips it to first. Taylor out on the play. Enrique Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Man on second, 2 down.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball
Misses outside, and it's 2-1. Kicks and deals. That one misses. Now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And here it comes. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here in L.A., top of inning number 7. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. The pitch. There's a strike.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Righty delivers. Didn't chase that time. Just off the outside edge. 3-2 down.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Yeah, the right-hander deals. He goes down looking.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance, because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. And it was a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at-bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. Out towards right center field. Out, snags it, and there's 2 down.
Now the 17th.
Bellinger up to hit. That misses the zone. 1-0. He swings and crushes one. Deep deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. A gigantic blast. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. That misses off the outside edge.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Looking to get the tying run on base. He was late there. Strike one. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
The shortstop takes a ball. The pitch. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Ohtani will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Daniel Hudson gets the ball now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now it's the DH, Christopher Morel, 1 for 2. That's in there. And that is strike one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Strike three, got him swinging. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Number 43.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. As the lefty gets to work. There's a strike.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Into center, Bellinger, and a full sprint. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, The shortstop.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And a foul ball. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Here comes a pitch.
Ball, that's high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 strikes.
And now the lefty keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And next for LA, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And the slider just misses. And a pitch. A little bit high. And that's ball 2. The pitch. Mookie on the move. That one fouled off. 2-2. Left-hand batter waits. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Step off throw to first. And Betts dives back. And the pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. And up next for Los Angeles, Will Smith. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one's gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Drew Smiley.
Number 11.